My name is Ray Moreland, and I work with San Diego Project Heartbeat, which is under San Diego Fire Rescue Department. I hope you and your family are doing well during these unprecedented times. Unfortunately, because of COVID-19, we're not able to meet to do hands-on CPR training, but I wanted to ensure that you still have this life-saving information because you one day could potentially save a life. So let's talk facts. Did you know that heart disease is still the leading cause of death in the world? Studies show that 360,000 people die from cardiac arrest each year. Or, did you know that there's a difference between a heart attack and sudden cardiac arrest? Sudden cardiac arrest, the best way I know how to describe it, is more like an electrical issue versus a plumbing issue. Basically, the heart starts to quiver. It looks like a shaking bowl of jello, and it's no longer effectively able to pump oxygen-rich blood to the brain, to the lungs, and other vital organs. Versus a heart attack. A heart attack is more of a plumbing issue. And basically, there's a clog, which looks like plaque, that builds up in the arteries or the vessels. And so basically, no oxygen-rich blood is able to get down past that clot. And so now, muscle tissue in the heart begins to die off. It's very important that we recognize the signs of a heart attack because if a heart attack goes untreated, then people can eventually go into sudden cardiac arrest. A heart attack, most common signs and symptoms are chest pain, arm pain, indigestion. It feels like they ate a bowl of spicy nachos, and so now they have like a heartburn sensation. For females, the most common sign is back pain between their scapulas. And so that pain starts to move or refer, as we call it in the medical field, up to their neck and into their jaw. It's very important that we don't ignore these signs and symptoms because, like I said, if they go untreated, you can go into sudden cardiac arrest. Did you know that 80% of sudden cardiac arrests happen at home? The average response time when you call 911 for a fire engine is 6 to 8 minutes, and 8 to 11 minutes for an ambulance. For every minute that passes when somebody's in sudden cardiac arrest, that person has a 10% less chance of survival. So if it takes 3 minutes to recognize that somebody needs CPR and to start performing CPR, that person already has a 70% chance of survival. When someone's in sudden cardiac arrest, there's a small window of time that we can help save this person's life. I'm going to teach you in 3 simple phrases how to recognize someone in cardiac arrest, how to help them, and how to get the proper resources to them. So I'm going to teach you in 3 simple phrases how to save a life. You ready? No, no, go. That's it. So simple. No, no, go. What does this mean? No response, no breathing. It's time to go call 911. When we see somebody down on the ground, the first thing we want to check is, are they responsive? Hey buddy, wake up. Are you okay? Do you need help? Wake up. I'm looking to see if they react or if they move to me touching them. The second thing I want to check is, are they breathing? I want to look to see if their chest and stomach are going up and down. 5 to 10 seconds, that's all it takes. It's very quick. Remember I said, for every minute that passes, that person has a 10% less chance of survival. So I'm looking to see if their chest and stomach are going up and down. 5 to 10 seconds. If both of those aren't happening, it's time to go call for help. You call 911, get the AED. Once that happens, we bear open their chest. We have to expose them so that we see where our landmark is going to be. We're going to place our hand, the heel of our hand, right here on top of the sternum bone, between their nipples. We're going to use the heel of our hand, and we're going to lock our elbows here. We're nice and high on our knees, and we're going to push hard and fast. A rate of 100 to 120 beats a minute. Most people like to sing the song, Staying Alive. Oh, you tell by the way I do my work, and I tell you, say, no trying to try. I'm staying alive, staying alive, staying alive. Another song that people like to sing is Another One Bites the Dust. Just don't sing that one out loud. People don't like that. Push hard and fast in the center of the chest. When the AED comes, the first thing that you have to do is turn it on. We never stop doing CPR until the AED tells us to stop touching it.
Remember to keep your elbows locked. Push hard and fast in the center of the chest. You want to push about 2 inches or 1/3 the depth of the chest.
AED stands for Automated External Defibrillator. This device is going to correct the electrical activity that's happening in that person's heart. It's going to send a shock from the top pad to the bottom and back up. And what's happening is trying to stop the quiver with electricity and hope that it resets itself. These devices are designed where third graders can use them. It talks you through everything, and it even has pictures and tells you where to place the pads. So it's very simple. All you have to remember to do is open the lid and turn it on. For children from age 1 to age 8, we're going to place the pads on the front and on the back of that person or of that child. The best way that I remember it is kids love peanut butter and jelly sandwiches, unless they're allergic to peanuts, right? So we're going to sandwich their heart like a peanut butter and jelly sandwich. We're going to place the pads on the front and the back versus an adult who we're going to place on the front and on the side. What if the person is lying in a pool of water and their chest is wet? We want to remove this person to a dry area and quickly wipe their chest before placing the pads. Some victims of sudden cardiac arrest may also have an implanted device which looks like a small deck of cards underneath their skin. If this hinders you from placing the pads on the front and on the side of them, we're going to sandwich their heart just like we would a child, placing the pads on the front and the back. A common question that I always get when I'm teaching a CPR class is, when should I give breaths? I would never tell you to put your mouth on somebody else's mouth because communicable diseases are real, okay? Especially with coronavirus happening right now. What we want to do is we just want to circulate that person's oxygen that's inside their body already. So we're going to do what's called Sidewalk Cpr, and we're just going to keep pushing on that person's chest. The American Heart Association informed us that as long as we have a covering over our mouth and we have a covering over the person that we're saving, we should be safe from coronavirus. Another common question that I get when I'm teaching CPR classes is, how will I know where the closest AED is to me? Here in San Diego, we have an excellent resource called Pulse Point. This app notifies you if there's a CPR happening within a quarter mile of you, as well as how to get the closest AED if you decide to respond. Thank you so much, ladies and gentlemen, for your time. I truly appreciate it. I hope that you never have to save a life, but in the event that you do, you'll remember the resources that I gave to you today. All you have to remember is no, no, go. No response, no breathing. It's time to go call 911, get an AED. For more information on how to get an AED into your community, you can visit our website at sandiego.gov/SD Project Heartbeat. Thank you so much.